Now, if you know me at all, you'll know I have to take a very short detour here to talk about dividends, because you're not actually making any money when you get dividends. If we do just a super basic discussion here, let's say before the dividend, a person had $100,000 in the SVOL. It pays a 20% annual, let's say 5% quarterly, which is big, that's $5,000. But if you notice what happens after the dividend, your equity value will drop by the dividend amount, so you'll lose $5,000, but you'll be given that $5,000 in cash. Now, at the end of the transaction, of course, you're still going to only have the same $100,000. You don't make any money when you get a dividend. You don't suddenly have $100,000 and then you get paid a dividend and now you have $105,000. They're not being really nice to you paying a dividend. All that's happening is it's being taken directly out of the stock price. That's why when you look at something like SVOL on a long-term chart, it appears to be crashing pretty hard. Going from 28 all the way to 13 at the lows, it's only 16 right now. Over a 4-year period, it looks like the SVOL is significantly negative. Now, it's not. The only reason that you can actually see it for real is if you download the data and you actually include the dividends, which of course I am doing. But the point is, you don't make any money with dividends. You're essentially taking money out of your right pocket and putting it in your left pocket and thinking you made passive income. I think the only reason dividend investing is so popular is because people just don't know that this is actually happening. Usually dividends are very small, and you don't actually see it in the stock price. But I assure you that dividends don't make you any money. It is a net zero transaction, and in fact, you could make a case that it's actually worse. Because of course, when the dividend is paid, that is a taxable event. So you would be much better if they just kept the dividend in the fund and it just grew normally. But that is a long roundabout way of saying don't ever invest in anything simply because it pays a big dividend. That dividend doesn't mean anything. It's not income. It's not passive income. You just change the name. You went from equity, you lose a little equity, you get a little cash. Again, taking money out of your right pocket, putting it in your left. You didn't do anything.